It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
On to Horner. That ends the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Game 1 of the World Series. Now here is Benny Rodriguez. Bliss back to work. And there's a foul ball. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Hit on the ground to short. Meyer sends it across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Christian Campbell will hit next. On the ground left side. 6. 4. 3. But it's not in time, and they just get one.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Bottom of the inning, and now Benny Rodriguez. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. The pitch. Swing and a foul out of play.
just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's Nico Horner.
The second baseman.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Rodriguez gets it to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Dodgers 1. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Benny Rodriguez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Rodriguez had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they can put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What's the word on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to Casas. 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Game 2 of the World Series. Now it's the power speed combo. Benny Rodriguez. First offering and it just misses. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. But it kicks foul. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Leading up for the Dodgers,
Rodriguez, 26 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Oh! That ball was crushed. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Christian Campbell. With the tying run at the plate here in Game 2 of the World Series. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 down, base is empty. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Oh! That ball was crushed. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and this game is tied. It's 3-3.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
The tying run is 90 feet away. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is down low.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
That's a base hit. Shohei to the plate and scores. And it's an RBI single, and they tie it late here in game 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 outs, runner on first. Now batting Tristan Casas. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And there's a base hit to the left. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Gallo.
Second baseman, Zach Gallo.
Shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning, and we are tied 4-4. Now the catcher up to hit, Blake Sable.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Back to right. Tucker sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 4-4. So a runner at second, 2 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for LA. Still all square at 4 apiece. Winning run stands at second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Winning run at second, no outs. Here in the late stages of game 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, right to the backstop. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now. And that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Bases loaded, nobody out. And next for LA, Tristan Casas. On On the ground to second, might be two. Fires home for one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Second baseman, Jeff.
So two down. Andy Pajas now at the plate. Tied at 4. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And we're headed to the 11th. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 4-4. First and second, 2 outs. Campbell getting ready to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Rodriguez fires across the diamond. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in Game 2 of the World Series. This one in the air. Sabo settles under this one. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a nail-biter. Stranding the winning run on base. Rodriguez. Certainly not the reason they lost this game. At 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today on the hill, Garrett Whitlock.
Well, it comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
He swings and fouls one off. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
This to third. Devers to first. And now 2 gone.
That is it. The first baseman, Kristen Castle.
Runner in scoring. Position, no outs. So stepping in for Boston, Stone Garrett. On the ground to the left, Rodriguez. Handles, throws to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. One out. Runners at first and second.
Ready.
Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. 2 on, 1 out. The shortstop takes the ball. That's outside. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
World Series Game 3. Here's Rafael Devers. Right back to him on the mound. Steps on first for the out.
1 pitch, 1 out.
The designated hitter, Kristen Castle.
1 out, base is empty.
Shortstop, Teddy Rodriguez.
So I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Well struck, right field. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. He flexes his power with that swing. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 6-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. Now here is Stone Garrett. Ball to strike. The pitch. Out to short. Rodriguez. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Dodgers 3. So digging in, Benny Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Slice down the right side.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
First and second, no outs here in the late stages of Game 3. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carried. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kristen Castro.
One down. Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one.
No, that's out.
On the ground, could be two. The flip, there's one. The double play ends it right here.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
And a final score of 12-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us. From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambu. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes, but hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound today, Quinn Priester.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Benny Rodriguez at the plate now. That's ball one.
No strike.
Rodriguez with a homer in his last game. Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers. Inside. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
First and second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. High in the air, out to right. Garrett. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're watching the World Series on the show. Two out, space is empty.
Benny Rodriguez.
Swings through that one for strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Two aboard, 2 outs.
Shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. First and second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Gets a piece and stays alive. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And now the count is even. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Up the middle, corner. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Man at first with one gone. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And now the shortstop, Benny Rodriguez. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. One at second. Over to first, safe.
The batter, the first baseman, Christian Campbell.
So 2 down. Now batting Tristan Casas. And the 2-2. There goes the runner. In the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
The second baseman, Jack.
Two outs, nobody on. Matt Higgins up next for the Red Sox. Hader is just 1 strike away. Ripped on a line to center. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration. But these situations tell us a lot about a team's character. And for some teams, it brings out their absolute best. But for others, it kind of proved to be an overwhelming scenario to face. And so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Wes Liss. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's a guy who does it all. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Swung on, belted. Anthony going back on this one. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. Runner holds at third, respecting the big arm at center field.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Tristan Casas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 5 of the World Series. On the ground to Devers. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Red Sox coming up. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. All muscle to center field. That's his 5th homer in the series. It's 5 zip. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Man at first, 1 away.
Benny Rodriguez.
Rodriguez matched a homer in his last game.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom. Oh, that drilled him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right.
Up next to the Dodgers.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Tristan Casas digs in now. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 5 of the World Series. To third might be two.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Zach Geloff steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Makes the grab for the second out. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
First baseman, Jordan Westburg.
So two down. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. Man at first, Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. This one in the dirt. Rodriguez launched a homer in his most recent game. In the dirt, blocked.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Well, pretty clear to me, he's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He will score, and they now lead by 9. One of the rarest feats in baseball and history made here today. Huge congrats to him.
And we maybe only see this once or twice a year in the majors. It takes a hot bat, a little bit of luck, and of course a lot of talent. Special to be a part of it, even as broadcasters up here in the booth.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Tristan Casas getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swinging a high fly ball in the air left field. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Red Sox nothing. 2 outs, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Benny Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That misses. 2-0.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Red Sox nothing. Base is empty with 2 away. And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 5. Up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit.
Now batting, catcher.
First and second, 2 down. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Here's a 1-1.
Hit to right, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one fouled off. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Swing and a miss.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
And
1
and 2.
2 strikes.
And delivers outside. Hit in the air, center field. Anthony under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Griffin.
It's the 6th game of this World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Benny Rodriguez. Rodriguez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
The shortstop takes the ball.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now batting Tristan Casas. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 6 of the World Series. Runner on the go. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner on the go again. Swing and a slow roller. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And now they have runners at the corners.
The second baseman, Zach.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Third baseman.
So bases all loaded up. Jordan Westburg getting ready to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Up the middle. To Horner at second for 1. To first, not in time. And a run scores. One out, bases empty.
Number 3, shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just got to have to tip your cap on that pick.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One down, bases empty. Not close with that one. 1 and 2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Off the plate, and the count's even at 2.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a base hit up the middle. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Here goes the runner. Swung on, belted. Kelman going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
The second baseman, Jack.
And up next for Los Angeles, Zach Geloff. Move to first, and he's back in there. Runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up corner. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We are on to the 7th here in Game 6. Red Sox 8 and the Dodgers 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Benny Rodriguez. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And that one becomes property of the beast. His 6th of the series. It's 11-8. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Man at first, here's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that's it. They are World Series champions.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Second. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Great job today. Boom, baby.